What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the studio. And I know it's been a week. Y'all ain't seen nothing from me in about a week or so. And I appreciate y'all reaching out to me and seeing if I'm all right. And I've been looking up more canceled games for you guys so I can actually come back and give y'all something to watch. And today I bring you a Marvel fighting game that was supposed to come out back in the early 2010s. And that fighting game was called Marvel. Now, Marvel, when you think of fighting games, we all think of Marvel vs. Capcom, or we think of, the future fight that's on mobile phones and all that stuff. But we also think about that trash ass game that came out years ago called Marvel Nemesis, but that's a game that we do not speak on. This game here was being developed by EA, and thank God that EA did not fully get to, put this game out, because we all know the business practice that EA has been doing recently, and it's just been shady, and it's not they're all against the gamers. They're against the gamers. Y'all was supposed to be for the gamers. Yeah, these guys weren't for us at all. But when it came down to Marvel, the fighting game that we're talking about right here, I felt like they would have put their all into this, except for the way the Hulk looked. Like, oh my God, just look at him. Jesus Christ. Like, I'm glad this got canceled, because he looks like he has Down syndrome. Like, it looks like he just woke up from a nap. Like, oh my God, this is pretty bad. Like, dear God, it's awful. But it looked like it was more focused on destroying everything around you. And I always go back to that whole Incredible Hulk game that came out years ago, where he just destroyed everything in his path. Buildings, cars, you name it, the Hulk was tearing things apart. And I felt like this is what this game was going for. Now, what story that they was going for, I honestly don't know. But this seemed like this is going to be that free roam type of fighting game, where, how like Mortal Kombat is just like, side scrolling. Same thing with Street Fighter. And like how Tekken has the 3D type of fighting game where you can move around a little bit, sidestep and all that stuff. Yeah, this game was not going nowhere with that route. It looked like they were really going for like a Marvel Nemesis type, arena fighting game, and civilians would have been around. Everything around you could be destroyed. So with that saying, it looked pretty dope. Now look, this is like simple concept art. This is like beta stuff. You can see that it looks pretty bad, because this was still in the works before it got canceled. And like, it had Captain America, had Hulk. From what I seen Venom, Spider-Man, did I say Hulk? I think the Punisher. I'm pretty sure Iron Man. Any Avengers were probably going to be in this game. Villains, if I saw Doctor Doom, you pretty much are going to get Fantastic Four. And if not the whole crew, at least you'll get the Thing and Human Torch, because the Thing and Human Torch, they fit in fighting games. Mr. Fantastic, not so much. And Sue Storm, kind of, sort of. Now, there was just some things that I could say that they really need to go back to the drawing board with. And first, that's the Hulk, because the Hulk just looks so dumb. Like, oh man, just his design just had me just like, okay, I'm glad this got canceled. But they showed us stuff like Wolverine, and Wolverine's costume was just looked like it was just slapped together with like, oh, Wolverine decided, I'm just gonna put these pants on with this top and call it a day. But like I said, it's early concept art, it's early betas type stuff. I felt like they really put some time and effort into this, and if they would have kept this going, the game probably, I wouldn't say it would have been like up there with like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and Tekken, but I felt like this game would have been something, especially for the Marvel fans and superhero fans that love these type of fighting games, because I love fighting games that have a hero versus hero. Injustice is one of my favorite fighting games of all time, because it's hero versus hero. Marvel vs. Capcom, same thing. Hero versus hero. Even though it's two separate universes, you can still have Spider-Man go up against Wolverine. You can still have Ryu go up against Iron Man. So these type of fighting games I'm really into, and adding on the destruction of the arena that you're in makes it just as much better than any other fighting game, which is pretty dope to me. Now, why did it get canceled? I think the reason why it got canceled, and I'll leave in the descriptions below the article on why the game got canceled. Also, they had Juggernaut too, as you just seen Juggernaut. So if Juggernaut was going to be in there would have been more X-Men besides Wolverine. Maybe Storm, Jean Grey, Cyclops, Havoc, Colossus. But the reason why I think this game got shelved is because, EA and their business practices are just trash. And not just that, I think the developers that were in charge of making this game also went bankrupt. and also went out of business. A lot of these games that I covered and I'm going to cover in the future are either the developers have went bankrupt or they just couldn't get the funding for the game. The only time I can ever remember a game that's got canceled because it just didn't get a lot of fanfare is Tekken X Street Fighter, which is actually my next episode is Tekken X Street Fighter. But with this game, the developers just, EA just wasn't feeling it, and on top of that too, they just had to cancel it because the developers decided, they just went out of business. Now EA should be able to bring this game back later on down the line, but we have to wait and see because EA, like I said, everybody is against EA at the moment, and it's not really cool what they're doing right now with the microtransactions and all that stuff. Microtransaction is a plague on the gaming community as a whole, but that's just my opinion. Some people might see something different. But what do you guys think? Do you think this game would have been something? Do y'all think this would have been up there with like Smash Bros, or could have been, because this is what I kind of see it as, like a Marvel version of Smash Bros, except it's like instead of side scrolling, it's more of you could run around and roam around a little bit to fight, you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. But what do you guys think about this game? What other games do you want me to cover that's been canceled? And, what other stuff do you want me to cancel as well? Not cancel, but what other stuff do you want me to cover as well? But that's all I got for y'all. I appreciate y'all checking on me. I appreciate y'all just hitting me up on social media and just talking to me just as like a normal person. Other than that, I'm going to let y'all watch the rest of this footage of the rest of this gameplay and give me y'all thoughts and opinions on that. Do you think this would have been cool or not? But other than that, I love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Peace. Hey guys, I appreciate y'all watching this video to the end. Also, I want to let you guys know that I will be streaming again this Sunday, and from now on YouTube Live, I will be streaming every Sunday. So tune in, come watch me play some Final Fantasy or whatever game I got going on at the time, and just come kick it with your boy and just say what's up. But other than that, God bless, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.